Sometimes we pastors' wives, we know nothing about what happened, but we are the ones to blame. It's not Papa, it must be Mama. And I'm finding out what? I didn't know when the transfer was made. I didn't know. I didn't know anything. But they won't believe. Particularly if they have issues. For instance, I am a daddy's girl. If they have issues with their biological mother, they will transfer it on the pastor's wife. It's an unconscious thing. If they are very free with their mother, they will transfer it to the pastor, head of you. I'm opening up to tell you how we got here. Of course, you know the grace of God is the main factor. But that's not what I'm talking about now. I'm talking about our responsibility. If you're going to flourish, if you're going to last, if you're going to matter in quarters that matter, you must understand these things. And my husband had mentioned one of the things in my note. Your mind. Your mind. If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. Whether in business, whether in politics, whether in ministry, in whatever assignment God has given to you. Therefore, flourishing begins in your mind. You must grow your mind. The illiterates of the 21st century are not the people that cannot read or write. They are the people that cannot unlearn and relearn. Only Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. You must unlearn and relearn. You cannot say, where I come from, women don't matter. Therefore, my wife will not matter in her business or in ministry. You will shortchange yourself. You will shortchange yourself. My husband taught me. Anytime we had a misunderstanding on a Saturday night when I was a young pastor's wife, I will refuse to come to church on Sunday morning. So my husband will have to spend time to pastor me before he goes to pastor the people. Pastor me. Explain to me. Come down to my level of immaturity. And grudgingly, I will follow him to church. When I get to church, if you meet me and I didn't answer when you greeted me, it's because of what I was bringing from home. You may not understand. Pastors' wives pay a massive price. Sometimes the reason for the misunderstanding may be you. The money we had kept to pay the school fees, or for me to buy one small wig, you came and he had to share the money with you without even consulting. Or maybe he consulted and I said, no, we saved this money a long time, and now I see you in charge and you want me to be embracing you and be greeting you because he's just your papa that you know. What about your papa's wife that pastors him and takes care of his emotions so he can be stable and solid enough to pastor you? As a young pastor's wife, I had to pay that price. But my husband did not say, you are a devil. God called me. You are driving the people away. You don't want my ministry to grow. I cursed the day I met you. No. He was patient to nurture me and bring me to his level so I could fit his calling. Some of you pastors, leaders, you are too impatient. My husband says every pastor, for instance, is a polygamist. You're so married to the church, even the children. One day the kids came home and said, the way we're looking at you, our parents, there's nothing you cannot give. We hope one day we will not come here and discover that you had sown this house to the church. Because when your ministry is young, you're putting in everything. Patience. He was patient with me. He said to me this morning, after we finished praying, he said, Olufunke, I love you so much. You give me so much peace. I want to say thank you. You give me rest. This is what I want. He couldn't have said that 30 years ago because I wasn't giving him rest. Can I be free with you? Leaders conference. I'm not here to paint something and say, look at the Felix Adejumos, we are perfect. No, he paid his price. I paid mine, and we're still paying. Our children pay. Reverend Dotun did not just suddenly become a reverend. These are the children who will wake up and tell them to leave because some children just arrived. One day, 16 people arrived at 11 p.m. from Ghana. I had to go start knocking neighbors' houses to buy egg to prepare food for them. Otherwise, they will say, Bishop Adejumo is fantastic, but his wife is evil. And there's a God in heaven that sees everything. But I'm here to tell you, leaders, please, pay attention to your wives too. No woman wants to be a devil. But some of you are too preoccupied with the vision. The call. Church members, let me say this to pastors here. All these church members that you want to kill yourself for, they will leave you one day. In case you don't know, they will leave. Either by omission or by commission. They will bring their visa one day and say they have received a visa to go to Australia. It is this woman that will remain to comfort you. Our Papa, I saw a note recently. Papa, we will never leave you. We are here forever. They have left. Not only did they leave, they are even talking ill about us. And it says Christianity to wish them happy birthday. It says Christianity. And let me even say this. Sometimes we pastors' wives, we know nothing about what happened, but we are the ones to blame. It's not Papa, it must be Mama. And I'm finding out what? I didn't know when the transfer was made. I didn't know. I didn't know anything. But they won't believe. Particularly if they have issues. For instance, I am a daddy's girl. If they have issues with their biological mother, they will transfer it on the pastor's wife. It's an unconscious thing. If they are very free with their mother, they will transfer it to the pastor. Now my husband's latest book, The Cost of Leadership, I've started reading it. It's everybody here should have it. It's answering questions in my heart. Because sometimes you are wondering, why? What did I do wrong? We can't stand beside you in pain, and yet you are the one giving us pain. Church members are giving us pain. Some will wish that you die because you are married to the person they will give anything to sleep with. Therefore, pastors, leaders, be there for us. Please, be there for us. Your mind. Number 2 is your mouth. Your mouth. You want to flourish? There are things you must never say with your mouth. Number 3 is management. Management of time, management of resources. And it is that number 4 I'm going to stay on for a few minutes because that's the core of what I want to share today. Number one is your mind. Number two is your mouth. We are leaders, so we understand how these things work. Number three is management. And when I speak about management, I want to break it down into a few whatever. Some of you might say, oh, she has not read the Bible. It's the Bible I'm speaking. So, because sometimes our religious mind is, she has not opened Zechariah. She has not opened. Let me leave that one to the big bosses. I will open the Bible. I have just one chapter that I want to read. I want to speak about, because I'm a very practical preacher. When I finish preaching, you can apply to your day-to-day life what I have shared with you. My husband is very apostolic. He will go to the foundation and bring out, what. So please bear with me. I just want to, the profit of the earth is for all. So let me just not be intimidated by my husband, okay? So I want to speak to you about this management. And then the fourth thing will be what I will really dwell in for the remaining minutes that I have. When my husband became my mentor, there was a season in my life when he became my mentor, and I could acknowledge with humility that he is my mentor. One of the things he will always say to me was in Yoruba. He will say, "Ti no eneba jo, afiman jo nkoni." That sounds like speaking in tongues to non-Yoruba speakers here. When your fire is burning, you use it to burn something, to ignite something. The book of John chapter 5, John chapter 6 verse 35, Bishop read it yesterday, my husband, that John was a shining and a burning light. Every leader, that's who you are. John 6:35. No, please get that scripture for me. 5:35. You are a burning and a shining light. Yes, you are shining. Everybody is seeing it. Yes, John 5:35. Thank you. Leaders, please hear me. You are shining on social media, in church. You finish preaching, everybody's thanking God for you. They are clapping and all that. You are shining, but you are burning. Every candle shines, but burns. John 5:35. When the candle starts shining, it illuminates. Everybody's celebrating, but the candle is burning. After some time, the candle cannot shine the way it used to shine. If Jesus tarries, there is another Funke-Felix Adejumo by another name that is already warming up. There was a time everywhere, Catherine Coleman. If not for people like Benny Hinn, maybe we would not even have remembered her. There was a time, all those names. Can I tell you that is the reality of life? You are the Papa now. You are the GO now. You are the CEO of that business now. You are the itinerant speaker. There is hardly any flyer that your face is not on. You are shining, but you are burning. You are burning. Look at the time. I am 63 years old. 63. When I was 17, I could lift this chair anyhow and even add my husband's seat to it, but no more. In church, I could jump. It's once in a while that I jump now. I'm 63. Shining, but burning. These your children that you don't have time for because of church, because of business, because of politics, are the ones you will need after you have finished burning. Because nobody burns forever. Nobody shines forever. I was watching our father, Bishop Adejumo, and I was telling my husband recently, Papa stood up and he was going to preach. His pace was slow. I said, that's not my Papa that I used to know. His pace, he was taking it easy. That's wisdom. And then I look at my husband. He's 71. I see his gray hair, which is his glory that I'm proud of. And when I feel funny, I say to him, it's a great life that we are living. Even though we are aging, but it's a great life. I will say to him, I'm proud of us. So don't let this gray hair. Some of you don't want to see the gray hair. That's why you shaved everything. But the reality is it's still there. You have shaved it. Look at the wristwatch. It is counting. It's counting. My husband asked us a question yesterday. I'm also asking us a question now. When the time is up, or when Genesis 49 is your turn, what shall happen? My husband will say to us, even as pastors in Agape, when your fire is burning, ignite it with something. This is 38 years of this ministry. Please hear me. Bishop Adejumo did not allow us as pastors to do full time. Every morning we'll be there for staff devotion. He will say to us, this our job of a pastor, this job of the ministry has no gratuity, no pension. I don't want you to spend all your life. Do something else. You see me as I'm doing farming. Do something else. Do something else. The offering can never be enough to be sharing. Because he said to us, I made up my mind when I was coming to ministry, and I told my wife so that she will be my witness. We will not touch the girls. So no girl can come and tell us stories here. We will not touch the glory. We will not touch the gold. 38 years. Every Agape pastor has a job, has a business, has what they are doing. He will say to us, I can't help you to send your children to Australia to go and do medicine. You too, you know how much you gave as offering. If at that time he will tell us, this is Akure, this is Ondo State. I'm not in Port Harcourt. Do something.